Right then, seconds. Here we go. We're back with the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. We're gonna go from page 12 through to the end today. I'm kind of sight reading it again actually, but I've had a brief look through it. I think the rhythm of the words gets easier because it falls into what are fairly familiar patterns now. I think. Most of the notes, again, I don't think you'll struggle with them. There's a few bits that are quite different from what you've done before, but I think they're fairly predictable, so I don't think you'll struggle. Anyway, listen, we're going to start on page 12. We're going to do just the words like we have been doing, just the rhythm of the words. So like this. So it goes, 1, 2, 3. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. So, the only thing there that is unexpected or different is the bottom of page 12 where it goes, they clap their hands and stamp their feet. Okay, so we've got a triplet in there. So I'll do that once more, just on its own. They clap their hands, ready? And they clap their hands and stamp their feet. So I'll go from the top of page 12 again and just do the whole of the double page spread of words there. So here it goes. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Okay, so turning the page, I'll do the words for page 14 and 15. It goes like this. It goes, a toot, a toot, a toot diddly-at a toot. He blows it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless a bass and guitar is playing with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Jolly good. I must stop clicking my fingers like that because last time I did a set of these videos, I got to this first sopranos and my whole arm was cramping up because I've been clicking my fingers so much. Anyway, I'll go same place. So where are we now? The differences on this page are on page 15. The with is longer than we expect. So it's playing with him like that. Then the other difference is when we get to and the company jumps. In the past, we've counted 1, 2, 3, and the company jumps like that. And the and comes on 4, and the company has the accent. It's the accented word. Here it's different, the timing's different. We're gonna count to 4 instead of 3. And comes on 1 instead of 4, which makes the and the accented word like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. I'll do that once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. All right. Rest of it, I think is okay. I think we've done it all before, actually. So, 14 and 15 go like this. 1, 2, 3. A toot, a toot, a toot diddly-at a toot. He blows it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless a bass and guitar is playing with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Okay, so let's go back to page 12 and start to have a look at some notes here. Forgive me if I make mistakes because I've not done this yet. Like this. 1, 2, 3. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. That's not too bad. I mean, it's all patterns that we've done before, just a bit higher than we've done before, you know? Let me just go from because they know how he plays. So it's like this. Let's try that, because 1, 2, go. Because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. Let's start again. 1, 2, 3. Because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. And then from there to the end, you kind of just sing in the chord sequence. It's a 12-bar blues chord sequence. Even if you don't sort of know what that is, to sort of name it or to hear it and go, oh, that's a 12-bar blues, you will know what it is. You will have heard it before. And you will have heard it before so much that it's so familiar that you kind of, you can just predict where it's going to go. You know? Like this. He really breaks it up. Or maybe not. 1, 2, 3. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. You know? That kind of thing. So, let's do that one again. He really breaks it up. 1, 2. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Okay, so let's now go from bottom of 12, last 3 notes on page 12, because they know how he plays. Okay, 1, 2. Because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Yeah, great. You know, I strongly recommend going out and listening to some 12-bar blues stuff. John Mayer, he plays some 12-bar blues stuff. Jimi Hendrix, he'll play some 12-bar blues stuff. Red House is a great example of a slow, I mean, obviously slow, not like this one, a slow 12-bar blues thing. Jackson 5, which one's that one? Have you? That's actually a slow blues, slow 12-bar blues, I think. The Terence Trent D'Arby version is the one to listen to of that. It's incredible. And then if you listen to basically anything by Stevie Ray Vaughan, pretty much anything that he's done, I mean, he was a proper guitar slinger, that guy. I highly recommend his stuff. Anyway, let's go now from the top of 12. He puts the boys, 1, 2, go. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Yeah, that's it. Jules Holland, he plays a lot of boogie piano. If you listen to his stuff, you listen to the Hootenanny, you know, there's always at least one kind of boogie blues on there. Like the Stevie Ray Vaughan, it's Texas blues, like the, you know, that kind of thing. Obviously on guitar. Not so much that kind of piano boogie woogie. That kind of thing, you know, that Jules Holland plays. Not that I can do it, of course. He puts the boys to sleep. Let's go from there. 1, 2, 3. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. There we go. That's the kind of thing there. So let's turn the page and have a look at page 14 and 15. Actually, a great one to listen to that's very similar to this is the Christina Aguilera. What's her name? Christina Aguilera. She did a 12-bar blues that was more of a boogie style. I think it was called the Candyman, I think. I don't know much about Christina Aguilera. A toot, a toot, a toot, a toot, he blows it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Oh, I can't do that. I'll come back to that bit. Let's go from there again. So a toot from there. 1, 2, and a toot, a toot. so it's not too bad. Look, that ending, it's actually, when you've heard it, I got it wrong the first time, but when you hear it, it's just a classic blues ending, you know? So like this. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. I'll do that again. 1, 2, and. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Good. One more time. 1, 2, and. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Great. So let's go now from a couple of bars further back. So page 15, and the company jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. You can kind of hear it, can't you? You know that, that like da 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 da. See you next week. That kind of thing, you know. And again, same place. And the company jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. You know. So back to the top of page 14. A toot from there. 1, 2, 3. A toot, a toot, a toot, dilly up the toot. He blows it into the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with it. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Yeah, I love a cheesy ending. So let's go now back to the top of 12 instead, right? The top of page 12, and see if we can put that together. We'll do it a few times. So he puts the boys. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays. When someone gives him a beat, he really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot, a toot, a toot, dilly up the toot. He blows it into the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with it. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Okay, so I keep forgetting that I can actually sort of play that bass line. I keep doing something stupid, so I'm sorry about that. I think it makes more sense though with that walking bass, you know, that kind of walking bass line. You know, that one. Everyone's heard that, right? You hear something like Hideaway by, what's his name? Albert King, I think. Yeah, I think he played Hideaway. So, he puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night. 1 and go. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays. When someone gives him a beat, he really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot, a toot, a toot, diddly up the toot. He blows it into the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with it. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Jolly good then, folks. So, I'm sorry I got digressed a little bit. I'll have to send it to Catherine. She'll appreciate the digressions if no one else does, I'm sure. Yeah, Monday then. I think we're going to have a Zoom thing on Monday. What I propose to do on Monday is not look at this new stuff here, but instead look at what we've already done, make sure that we've shored up any details that need it, and then go through from the start through to page 11. Okay, I think that's probably what we what we'll do this Monday. All right, folks. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you enjoy looking up some 12-bar blues stuff. And I look forward to seeing you next time. See ya. Bye-bye.